Okay, I'm looking at this painting and I've reached a point where I think I'm about done with it. But in my initial sketch, I included a little figure here on the road, which was actually in the scene when I originally saw it. But now that I've finished the painting, I'm trying to consider whether that figure would add or detract. And I went back and forth on it, but I think actually it might add to the picture and help to reinforce the idea of this little area here as a center of interest. It would help bring your eye to that spot, which is my original intention. So I think I'll make an attempt to add that little figure, which is kind of tricky. I generally am cautious about adding figures to landscapes because of the outsized presence they have in the composition. They tend to take over. Your eye gives them maybe undue influence in the painting more than you want. But in this case, I think it would add. And the figure's going to be so tiny on this small scale painting that I don't think that'll be a problem. Now I've got to choose the placement of the figure very carefully because I want it to work as part of the composition and play its proper role. Well, for instance, if I put it on this side of the road and had it silhouetted against this light spot, it would become much more important. I don't want it to be that important, so let me put it where I've originally thought of it. And I've got to keep it in scale too. That's another consideration. Can't be too big for where it's placed. I'm going to say it's going to be about here. And I'm going to try to lift off some of this pastel so that I can have a little cleaner spot to work on. Okay, and I'm hoping there's enough information there to make that read as a small, unobtrusive figure in the landscape. That's what I was trying to do. There's hardly any detail there. You hardly notice it, but I wanted to, it's a little accent that you happen to, if your eye falls on that spot, you might say, oh, okay, that's a figure walking up the road, and give scale to the overall picture.